Boy, what a wild week of weather last week. Holy smokes.
Wow, it's kept us busy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's nice to have things warming up and things are starting to melt. I like that.
Yeah, I do too, as a matter of fact. I would have preferred a little snow instead of the freezing rain.
Oh, snow's always preferable to freezing rain.
Right over Christmas time, too. Actually, we're going to talk a little bit, Wayne, about some more freezing rain, especially for the folks up there in the eastern and central end of the Columbia River Gorge. I'll get to that in just a minute, but a nice night out there at Lincoln City from our Chinook Winds Casino Resort. Camera temperatures in the upper 50s, so quite warm compared to what it was a couple of days ago, even down at the beaches. 41 here in Portland, Subaru Portland camera right now. The east-southeast wind is blowing lightly, about 15 miles per hour, but notice that backs off a little bit this evening or overnight, and the temperatures actually come up as we get a little bit of a south wind ahead of that next system. So before I step into the screen, I want you to notice out by the Dalles and in the Columbia River Gorge, the pink colors, that is freezing rain, and I'm watching that carefully as the next system that rides up over the top of the cold air that's still in place in the Columbia River Gorge east of Portland. I don't expect any freezing rain in Portland tonight. It will fall as freezing rain, especially in the upper Hood River Valley. A whole lot of rainfall coming on shore right now. That's a warm front that's coming onto the Oregon coast right now, and you'll hear it on the roofs overnight tonight. Now, these are rainfall totals from today. Over a half an inch in Portland, about the same thing in Vancouver. Inch and about 2/10 or so there in Astoria. Now, notice with a little bit of that gorge influence still, Vancouver 42 today, Portland 43, about 3 degrees below normal. But look at Eugene with a southerly wind there, southerly wind at Salem. That's 20 degrees warmer than Portland. And even Central Oregon, Bend and Redmond up into the 50s, almost 60 today. But still that cold pool of air over there in southeast Washington. Going to take another day or two to scour out. Speaking of cold pool, notice Hood River, Parkdale. It points east from about Bonneville Dam or so out to the Dalles, Lyle, Washington, as well as Parkdale, all below freezing right now. And as that moisture continues to come in, I do expect some additional glazing down to freeway level of some light freezing rain overnight tonight and into tomorrow. So the National Weather Service has nice storm warning up through Tuesday at 4 a.m. all the way through the Columbia River Gorge, again, focusing on that upper Hood River Valley as well as out towards the Dalles. And this model, this is the Euro model, indicates maybe up to a quarter of additional ice from the Hood River Valley area out to the Dalles. So be careful if you're driving along I-84. Here's your day planner for tomorrow. That's a whole lot of rain from sunup to sundown tomorrow, but notice those temperatures all the way up into the mid-50s. Futurecast shows that rain coming in tonight. Here's 5 a.m. on your Monday morning. Continues Monday afternoon, and then another slug of moisture comes in with another system tomorrow night, and then another system on Tuesday. And the one on Tuesday that I'm watching carefully is going to bring mountain snow and a lot of wind to the coast as well as to the valley as well. Here's those wind gust forecasts. We'll move through your Monday. Not a whole lot going on Monday, but once we get into Tuesday, perhaps 40, 45 miles per hour midday on Tuesday in the valley, so be careful, tie down anything you might have outside. Okay, 7-day forecast. Lots of rain tomorrow, 54 for a high. Rain and wind on Tuesday, 52. Just showers around on Wednesday. Then the next system comes in Thursday, Friday. And we start to cool things down, Wayne, as we get into next weekend. More typical December weather for New Year's Eve.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Steve.